Alright, hey guys, I'm here with Emily, who is a professional union scenic artist, and Fiona, who is our resident badass jack of all trades, excellent painter, excellent at a lot of things. So they're here to help us today, teach you how to paint. We're going to learn all the tricks of the trade to make it go faster, more efficient, and cheap as always. So these are the girls. We're going to get this done today.
Yeah.
Right, guys?
Right.
Tools!
Sometimes an alternative to buying a bunch of individual stuff and making a list is to just go to your hardware store and grab one of these kits that are already made for you.
But do be conscious of how many actual paint tray liners are in there, because like for example in this pack there's only one, so I definitely get one more throwaway liner because you've got two colours and sometimes it's not really appropriate to be able to wash out a paint liner in your kitchen sink.
Yeah. Or if you have multiple people on the job, just grab an extra roller or an extra brush, however many people you need, but this could be a good start for you.
Yeah. Many hands make light work. However, Evan, I reckon to go for a 4-inch, or 3-inch. 2 inches too small. Just because you don't want to have, because when you're doing your roller, then
You don't want to be so tight.
You don't want to be so tight. So I definitely would go 3-inch. Get a couple, and if we're going to be taping anyway, totally, it's a bit unnecessary to bother with that. And really, you're going to have to be pretty like steady with your hand to use that and not use any tape.
Right.
So if we're going to be taping anyway, just get the 2-3 inches.
3-inch chip brush.
Yeah.
On here, $1.48. Couple of
I reckon go crazy. Get 3.
Get crazy.
Whoa.
Working threes.
It's only Saturday once a week, guys.
Sorry, Daddy Warbucks. I knew you were coming. These are extenders for your roller. So if you've got high ceilings or you're painting a ceiling, you might want this to help you reach. But check at your house for your broom or possibly your mop. They usually come like this. You can just unscrew your broom handle and put it into the extender and then save yourself some money.
No, but seriously, no.
I would. It's too yellow. It's too like manila. Do one above where your hand is. One above. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. No.
It's the
Yes.
fucking same though.
That's a what?
It's the same.
Either one of these is good. I mean, you live there. Whatever.
Wish I had time to do samples. That's why you don't do this.
It's fine.
Great. Here again with Emily, we're going to talk about the kind of paint that you want to use in an interior capacity.
Sure.
What we have here is a primer.
This is the Paint and Prime in 1, which for this is a little over the top, but it's helpful if you're covering up any sort of color. And this will make it like so we can just do one coat if we do a nice one coat. So that's good. It's an eggshell, which is what you want in your house because you can like sponge it off. And a flat makes it so that you get dirty fingerprints like this. I don't know if you can see that, but you know, or you just have Evan live there and it's dirty either
A lot
way.
of metal.
But yeah,
Touch a lot of things.
sure.
And you don't wash your hands.
And I
No.
try not to wash my hands.
Yeah.
But yeah, so eggshell is a little shiny, but not too shiny. If you were doing a bathroom or a kitchen, I would recommend satin because then you can really clean it off. But in a bedroom, unless you're, I don't know what you're doing. Did you want maybe a satin?
No, let's not talk about what I'm
Okay,
doing.
so anyway, yeah, eggshell is fine.
Perfect.
Perfect. So when you're painting, you really want to tape off all your molding, doors, light switches, all that sort of stuff, just so that you have nice clean lines and you don't have to really think about it once the tape is down. So. There you go. If you're struggling with getting your tape secure, try using a credit card. Hold on, you don't want to use too much paint because then it'll go right under your tape and there's no point in taping.
Oh. So like.
Yeah,
Less?
that's nice. That's good.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So why don't you tell us, how do we get started? How do we prep this paint? Do we have to shake it or stir it?
If you just bought it, which you guys did, they shake it at the store right before you leave, so you don't really need to worry about it. But even if you're waiting just like a week, just give it a stir because it does separate a little bit.
And they give you these nifty stir sticks
There you
right
go.
at the store for free. So be sure to pick a couple up when you're picking up your paint.
Yeah, usually they'll give them to you without asking, but if you ask, they'll probably give you way more than you need. So that's great.
Perfect.
And then you can use like your keys or something else to open the can, but I have bent house keys before, so spend the 97 cents, buy a paint key, open the can like so. We've actually already stirred this, so we don't need to do that. We got our little paint tray. And then if you want to grab the brush
The brush.
behind you on the thing.
So this is our trim brush that we used to trim out all of our windows.
You can just kind of take it and get the paint out of the rim of the can, because if you are going to save your paint or just wanting to keep closing it and opening it, you just want there to be able to be a seal. So yeah, just clear it out. There we go.
We have trimmed out what's called trimming or cutting. So what exactly is trimming or cutting a wall?
Well, you want to cut it in, and you really want to leave yourself a pretty wide margin from where you are at, just so when you're rolling you don't have to be that careful and you won't hit your trim, or especially on the ceiling, because if you hit the ceiling you may not have the ceiling color, or you may not be able to touch that up, and then you'll have like a 9-inch roller mark just squished right up there. So just leave yourself a really wide margin all the way around.
So
for
pretty much
safety.
it's just a way to like get close to the edges
Yeah.
without having to try to be accurate with the roller, which splat.
So we got our tray. Basically, the only thing you need to know about that is to not overfill it, because if you get a bunch of paint on this part of your handle, it's gonna just drip everywhere and kind of be annoying. So you want to just roll right in there. We should be good now.
And how about saturation? Do I want to get a lot of paint on it?
You want to get paint all the way around the roller, so you just dip in there,
Okay.
go for it,
And I just roll
and
it.
then you just kind of roll it out so that you're getting all the surfaces. When you first start, it's really easy to see. And then you do want to let some of it go. That's why the tray has these channels, so that the excess will go down there. So maybe just give it one more roll. One more roll out.
One more
excuse me.
roll out.
Sorry, yeah, there you go. So now if you hold it up, you're not dripping. That's exactly what you want. You didn't get any paint on the rest of the thing. You're ready to go.
Great. We're ready to hit this wall. So what do I want to do?
Basically, you want to see if you can to get the entirety of the wall in one pass. So it's better to go long strokes than to do short little ones.
Okay.
It matters a lot more if your paint has any kind of sheen. Flat paint, you can kind of do whatever you
Do
want.
whatever you want.
It's fine, but if there is a sheen, try to give it a little bit of order. And
Or
if
you're going to
you-
see the roller
you're
marks.
You're gonna see the roller marks, and if you're doing a color that would maybe look better if you did multiple coats, but you're trying to get away with one, you especially don't want to do the top half and then the bottom half, because you'll get like a little overlap in the middle and it'll kind of be gross.
Okay. You're
So
gonna
you
see
want to
those
just
two
kind of
parts.
do long
Long.
strokes. You also want to be careful if you had overloaded, you might have gotten too much paint and you create some lines. Right now you have a little bit of a visual line, but that's
Great.
just because you're going to need to do a second pass.
Okay.
But if you had overloaded, paint has a tendency to move to either side of the roller
Oh, yeah,
and make
yeah.
a big globby line. So you just
How
want
do
to
you
watch
get
for
rid of
that.
that? Do I just
You just kind of double back over it and really kind of roll
can I
everything
just do a
out.
single pass like that, or do I have to?
With an eggshell and anything flatter than eggshell you can, but if you were to do a semi-gloss or a satin, you'd want to do the full rundown.
A full rundown. Shake it.
You did. If we started painting your shit brown. That would have been
Painting
great.
this shit.
It's a-
Yeah, Shelley, that was a good pickup. Double check your paint colours.
Oh, good point. Yeah. Always check your paint colors before you pay for it and leave. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Moops.
Great.